Yeah. Okay, so now we have sound. I'm sorry. It's just that I just noticed right now that the OBS for some reason disconnected my mic sound, but I think I just fixed it right now. So, Miss That Guy, if you can tell me that my voice is finally sounding, then that would be helpful. But from what I can see now, it's working. Ooh, that was a close one. I'm gonna ask you just in case on the chat though. Is there sound now? We got sound? Yes, good, thanks. So as I was saying, so today's animation is going to be a simple walk cycle. Because I'm working on a collaboration work with other people. We're animating 10 minutes to Doom with a lot of different art styles. And my section is literally the opening sequence. Like, we're just getting, I'm going to show you. We're getting an opening shot of the school. So I already animated a bunch of weird children, because if you have ever seen Invader Zim, you know that background characters are always really weird. So we have a collection of characters animated for background. And then we get another weirder kid. I'm going to animate him tomorrow. I'm going to make him look like a monster, essentially. Hi, Victoria. And then we have this shot with Dip, basically just chilling there at school with Torque, the character Torque from the series. He was in Dark Harvest. And we see another gross kid being gross. So we have a bunch of gross kids. And then on the other side, who is it? It's Invader Zim. He's just walking home. He's just going home. So this is the shot I'm animating right now. Already have the roughs. They look pretty good. And then we have a couple more shots, which are barely storyboarded. I wouldn't even call this storyboarded. I would call this thumbnailed. So even though I was just given like 7 seconds, or how many seconds do I have? I have like, how many seconds do I have? Can I see how many seconds I have here? I have 12 seconds, alright? So I have 12 seconds and I still made the most out of them. I made 6 different shots. So I went big, because that's the way I am. Even if I'm giving a simple task, I like to go the extra mile. So let's start working on this guy. So we have already the main keyframes. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn it into a vector drawing, and then start in betweening. So let's go. First of all, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get rid of the head, which is pretty cool. I'm just gonna focus on the body. I have here a layer only for the torso and the legs. Here, I don't know if I'm gonna use torso and legs also for the vectors. Probably. I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna start drawing the body and then see along the way. So what I should do is add some transparency to the bitmap layer, because otherwise it's gonna be really hard to draw on top of that. So let's go do that. There you go. So now it's transparent, so now we can start doing our vector layer. You already know, people who see me, that I like using a very thin brush for these vector layers, like this one right here. And I prefer to just go crazy with the traces, just like, you know, like a fast stroke to get that feeling of, what do you call it? I don't know how to call it. I'm not good with words, especially with adjectives, but whatever. So now we add the end of the necky thingy. We come all the way over here. Sometimes these lines are easier when I mirror the layer. I'm gonna mirror a lot everything. Oh, there you go, perfect. Not perfect, but it is Zim's torso. Oh no, my connection started to go bad. Why? My Wi-Fi was already working well. Give me 1 second. Why? Okay. Sorry, it's just that I had some issues with the Wi-Fi. Fix them again. You know, you gotta fix these things yourself sometimes. And as I was saying, we're just drawing the torso, which we're gonna add the head on top of it. I did the head animated with a peg in the bitmap layer, so I think I'm gonna do the same thing in the vector one. That makes your life easier. So whenever you use these softwares, you gotta learn to use the tools to make your life a little bit better. Let's see, what are people saying? People are saying, hail Zim, hail King Zim, definitely. Hola, Mr. Skin, how's it going? How is life? My life is good. Although I heard that you were sick today, right? Like you were not feeling well in the stomach or something. It's a tragic way to start the day. I hope you got better. the pack. I'm just gonna draw the pack really simple. Bum. And yeah, by the way, yesterday we celebrated Calaveras Day. Life is good. Yesterday we celebrated Calaveras Day in the Discord server, so if you want to eat pumpkin cake and draw silly stuff on boards and stuff like that, on shared boards, you can join the server. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun yesterday. Hello, Drew. How's it going? I mean, we did speak this morning, so I think you're doing okay. Nausea, okay. It's just a side effect. All right. I mean, yeah, those days you just gotta go through those days, I guess. Okay, so now this is my plan, and I'm not sure what I'm doing because like I'm always trying new things. Today, I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna repeat the same drawing of the body, so I can keep it consistent. Maybe add a couple different drawings for the body, and just move it around on top of the sketch. I think I'm gonna do that to keep consistency. That can look boring though, so maybe nah. Maybe I'm just gonna go with different drawings for each one, right? Although I did already diverge from the sketch, so it might be a bad idea. Okay, I think I have one idea. I'm gonna get the same body. I am going to bring it to the next frame, which is this one. I'm gonna create a new drawing. I'm gonna place it above the position I gave it in the sketch. And I'm going to trace this one and make it a little bit squashier, I think. Or maybe, let's see, it'll be here where it squashes, right? I don't know. I think I'm going to try this first. Just move it around the canvas. And then we'll see if I can add a couple other things. But for now, I think this might actually be good enough. See, this is the place where I would have to squash it, probably. Alright. I'm just trying new things. And what else was I gonna say? Do we have any other news other than I'm working on a Zim collab project? I don't think I have any news right now. I mean, you know that the Calavera pilot got stumped a little bit for these couple weeks? Not a couple weeks. Week. It's just been one bad week because I had to finish this project, so I wasn't able to do much with the pilot, unfortunately. But after the 20th, I have a few days of unemployment, which is going to be epic because I'm going to be able to use my entire day only to work in animation, which is cool. Then I got to go back to work, obviously. But for the time that I'm able to just sit down and draw for, let's say, 20 hours, I'm going to do that. That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm just going to draw and draw and draw. Probably paint a few backgrounds, probably, I don't know, probably do a lot of progress. Let's hope so. Dun. Let's see. Dun. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. So now let's get rid of the sketchy body. Let's see if this positioning that I just made or improvised is good. Let's see. Play it. It looks reasonably good. I can still give it a few more drawings to make it more interesting looking. But it's not looking bad. Now, what's going to determine whether it's good or not is going to be the body. So let's bring in the legs. In the sketch, I made the legs color red and black so I could differentiate the left one from the right one. But here, I don't have to do that. I could just... because they're both going to be black essentially in the end, right? So, not even just like partially black. They're like, if you watch the show, the legs are absolutely the darkest black possible. So I don't have to worry about the different colors or the positioning in 3D or anything. So let's just go this bleep, bloop, bloop, bloop. I love doing this and then just cutting out the edges. Black, blue, blue. And yeah. Yeah, bloop bloop. I like making my weird sound effects while doing these animation actions. Oh, I messed up because I forgot that this is a different layer from the body, so I cannot use the body to cut these bleep bloops, bleep bloop. Alright, so now let's see if the keyframe looks good because the leg might be a little bit too thick. Yeah, it looks perfect. You do the same thing, yeah. I don't know. Okay, so now we have one leg, and now we're gonna add the arm. I went a little bit crazy with the arm. If you pay attention to the arm motion, it's like I'm moving it all around, all over the place. Like I could have made the animation quite simpler, but no. Let's give it a little bit of something. Because I've been watching like cartoons from like the early 2000s, and it's true that they're great, but they have a few shots where you go like, oh, they literally animated the least possible, which is fun because it means that I can do kind of the same. I mean, you should always be careful with those shots, the shots where you're going to be lazy or cheap, but a couple of them really help production. And this shot is right in the middle. It's kind of complicated, or more complicated than it could be, but at the same time it's really simple. Like there's not a lot of motion. Same thing with the other one with dib and torque. The one with dib and torque, I animated very little stuff. For example, the boy moving from left to right, or from right to left, I should say, with the hand in the nose. He is actually just like 5 frames long, and I just repeat the cycle, and I move him around from the right side of the screen to the left side of the screen. So it's not really complicated. And then the kid's in the background. Dib is only moving the head a little bit. He's just slightly following the kid, and then the body is like 5 frames. So it's not a lot either. And torque is just going back and forth with the, the usual, how you call it, dumbbell, right? And his face is not even moving. Like let's look at his face. Look at the face. He's just there, like, mindlessly working out. So very little animation as well. Cosmo and Wanda hovering is a good example. Cosmo and Wanda, yeah, they actually don't move a lot. I mean, depends on the shot. We have a few shots that are pretty intense. But you're right. There's great examples of lazy, quote unquote, lazy animation. And there's not really such a thing as lazy animation. There's never lazy animation. But yeah, some shots are simpler. That's just a fact of life. So let's get rid of this. What's going on? I'll get rid of this line. There you go, finally. Alright, so now let's get rid of the arm. Where is the arm? Here. Okay. So this would be the first shot. Before I start animating, I actually would rather just finish one keyframe. Something I usually do. I finish one keyframe and then I start motioning everything. Because I don't know, if the first shot looks bad, then no matter how good the animation is, it's just gonna be a waste of time, really. So let's make sure that this first opening image of Zim is good enough. See how I'm already editing out some of the mistakes from the sketch? I think the lip is going out a bit too far here, which it does sometimes, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of that one. Oops. Oop. There you go. Clacata. Oh, made a mistake. Made 2 mistakes in total. And now let's go with the head or the hair or both. So what about you guys? Have you done anything interesting since yesterday that we were drawing all those silly puppets from the Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared series? I mean, hasn't been that many hours, honestly. So maybe you didn't do those many things. But just in case, asking. Bloop. Bloop. Nope. Maybe? Let's see. I'm not completely confident in these lines. Yeah, I think I missed the mark with that one. Okay, let's go back to the head. Back. There you go. Let's try that line again. There. Okay, maybe I should just mirror it and try it from a different perspective. Yeah, that helps. Nope. Yeah, I think this one might be the good one. So let's try again. You worked on a few original characters. Nice. For your comic book or just original characters in general? Just trying different character design things. Okay, let's see. I think I'm going to make the head connect right here. Both. Yeah, okay, so just general character creation and also for the comics. Nice. Alright, I think the arm should go above the head because this shoulder thingy is usually covering the face, I think. Not much really, just random art and stuff. Random art is great anyway. I really don't remember the last time. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I remember the last time. It was yesterday. The last time I just started drawing random art. I never sit down and sketch, really. I feel like I'm always trying to produce something. And honestly, the idea of just sitting down with a blank canvas and being like, I don't know what to draw, feels good. It's like, yeah, just improvise. It's a lot more loose than having, you know, deadlines or projects that you want to finish. I miss that. I think I should take an art vacation, but not to not draw art, but to not feel forced to finish something. I think I should do that at some point of my life. But it won't be after the pilot's finished, definitely. What about the eye? I think I'm gonna use an extra drawing or layer for the eye. I like having control over my eyes because maybe I won't want him to blink, right? So it goes Zim eye, and if I have a different layer, I don't have to worry about the entire structure of the face, which is going to be really helpful. So let's bring in the head for reference and draw the eye on top of that. And for the eyes, I always use these tools over here. And the good thing about this tool is that it's completely vectorized, so I can just make it fit a little bit better what I sketched before. I can tilt this a little bit, and yeah, that pretty much looks like Zim. Maybe make it a little bit thinner, or maybe a little bit longer in the y-axis. Tilt it a little bit more, come on. Keeping track characters on model is so hard, but it's also fun. Okay, whatever. I think that is good enough for now. The eye, I'm also going to use vector tools like a polyline, so let's go. Actually, no. I realized the other day that I like it better when it's slightly sketchier, so let's go with an actual brush. Normal brush. Like this, like this, like this, and like this. The reason I like these, using a brush for the eyes, is because it gives these edges over here. You don't get these edges with a polyline tool, so brush is better for rougher looking edges. More fun. And now for the white of the eye, of the pupil, I am going to use this tool though. And let's go with this one, this one, this one, and this one. Brow. Oops, made a mistake. Brow. Okay, now that looks nice. We got a new person in the Discord. Nice. I'm gonna check it out. Oop. I need to bring the Discord on my second monitor. Okay, the welcome we got a while you're local. Fits the Rolly fan. Oh, so we have a has-been hotel / hell of a boss fan in the Discord. Nice. I like Viv's work. Okay. So I'm gonna keep drawing, keep drawing these boys. So now let me see. That was you, right? Just passing by. Okay, nice. I like having people in the Discord server. As I said before, we had a lot of fun yesterday, for example. So if you want to join that crazy fun, you can always join the server. Oh my god, this is looking so clean already. I like when the first frame looks clean. It's like so nice because you know that the animation is going to look good in the end. Let's keep going with the hair. I don't know what I'm going to do with this piece of hair because in raster you just go like squibbly. But with vectors you cannot go squibbly. There's no squibbly in vectors. There's only math and perfection. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I guess we'll figure it out. Okay. Let's go over here, and now this, just like that. This is why I love the brush tool, because you can just do these crazy strokes. It's such a relaxed way of drawing characters. Blah. And now for this one, my idea is maybe using two lines. Like one like this, and the other one like this. Making it like a very thin thingy, but I still have control over it. And I don't know if I'm going to paint in black already in the line work. I think I shouldn't. I think it's better to leave line work with empty spaces, even though you know it's going to be just black in there, you know, you just know that. But I still prefer to keep it like that. Now, this top thingy of the hair, what do you call it? What's it called? It's got to have a name. It's like what Elvis has, you know, Elvis Presley, that dude. Oh, I don't know how to speak. I forget words. I mean, it's not an important word to know, but, you know. Toupee! Jesus Christ. Yeah, the toupee, I'm sorry. I got angry with myself for being so dumb. The toupee thingy. I'm drawing the toupee thingy, that's what I'm doing. You think later today you're gonna stay off of YouTube, okay? In general, so I can work on relax. Yeah. Work relax is pretty cool. How do you join the server? Well, there is a link that you can see. Am I showing it on the screen? Yeah, it's right here. This one that I'm moving around the screen. You can just type in those letters into Discord, or I can also send a link here. Let me try that as well. Server, invite people, copy link, and I'm gonna just place it here. Yeah, but Drew, if you gotta chill and work on your own stuff, you gotta do that as well. That's fine. It's perfect. Like, I know that when I work, I like having people, but I also sometimes like to just sit down and focus. And it's true that while watching people draw or while talking, you can't focus as much. So I 100% get it. Don't worry about it. Let's see. Let's get rid of this head. Okay, as I said before, the first drawing is looking clean. It's looking really clean. Now, I watched a video by Manu Mercurial. I don't know how to pronounce that. It's Manu as in Manuel and Mercurial. And he was talking about anime, how they do things. I don't do anime, but there was one thing that I did find useful, and that was the following thing that I'm going to do right now. That is for what do you call it? For shading and for highlights, it's good to draw them before coloring them. So usually what I do is that I make the line work, I color it, and then I cry because I have to shade everything and I don't know what the right process is. Manu Mercurial said that the right process is first you do the line work, you don't color, not yet, and you also animate the shading or the highlights. So we're going to do exactly that for this animation. I'm just trying this technique. I might hate it. I think it's going to be the right way. And now the cool thing about Toon Boom, and you got to do this in Toon Boom, is that the color right here, you can then make it transparent. So let me try that. Edit. So I could just animate it first, then use it with the bucket tool to make the highlights, and then I can just go blip, make it transparent, and you will only have the color inside of it. So I'm gonna do exactly that because I think that it was a very smart advice that I heard online. Alright, so now let's get rid of the rasters. And now we have the first frame of Zim just chilling there. As I said before, I'm going to first animate the body. You can see the body leaving the arms and the leg. And then I'm gonna animate the head. That is just gonna follow the body. That's gonna be easy. So let's go. Let's get rid of the head and the eye so I can focus on the body. Yeah, let's just go frame by frame. So this is the next shot, right? So let's, actually the arm I'm also going to animate later. I'm just gonna focus on the legs really. There you go. Legs, I'm gonna find it over here. Let's create a new drawing and let's just copy these legs I already drew before. Yeah, oops, not color red, I need it to be vectorized line. Okay. Dun. I tried to make the legs like the cartoon where they're really thin at the end. Actually, that's going to be confusing. I'm just going to keep the drawing original. Maybe just make it slightly skinnier. I don't have to go really skinny with it. And that. Actually, I can use these straight lines. I like these. I love drawing Zim. I wish Zim had a new season so I could apply to work for it. I would love to work for the Invader Zim crew. Unfortunately, I was too late to the game. Should have been born in like I should have been born in the 80s to work on Zim. Why am I so stupid? I should have been born way earlier so I could have worked there, and then I would have liked to work on what other cartoon would be after Zim. I don't know, but yeah, there's no more Zim to work on, so that's not gonna happen unless they make another movie like they made the Florpus. When they made the Florpus, I wasn't even animating either. I was an adult already, but not an animator, so I was also late to that game. Should have started animating before. They wouldn't have called me either, but you know, at least try. Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. So the best thing I can do is make another series that is kind of reminiscent of Zim. I cannot work on Zim now. There's no more Zim to work on. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Pompadour. What is a pompadour? Are you people talking on the Discord? That's probably what's happening. Yes, you're talking on the Discord. I found you people. Yeah. So Victoria's talking about the YouTube chat. Blah blah blah. Yeah. So this is what's happening. People are joining the Discord chat. So you're talking over there, and I'm perfectly okay with that as long as there's activity somewhere. I think it's so cool. Dun 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 dun. Research unit of horrors. Yeah. Victoria has been watching my research unit of horrors live stream, so I know that she likes Calavera and Zara. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Which, by the way, I gotta work on that again. I think that I'm gonna be over with the Invader Zim project on Monday, which is literally the last day I have to send in these files. So I feel kind of bad because we're a lot of people and I'm literally meeting the end of the deadline in order to finish my part. But it's going to be really neat. It's going to be really nice. So they're going to still be happy that I'm working with them. But you know, it's going to make them feel like kind of like worried that I'm taking so long. Okay, this leg doesn't look good. I got to fix this leg. Maybe make it longer in this axis. Yeah. So yeah, I'm a lazy guy. Or not a lazy guy, I work a lot, but I'm a procrastinator then, that's a word. I should have finished this a week ago. But you know why I didn't finish it? Because I wanted to animate Calavera and Homunculus, that's why. Because this is the thing, even though I love Invader Zim, I love it a lot, I prefer my characters, which is something that happens to most artists, I believe. Which is that, your characters are like your children, you know what I mean? So, obviously I'm gonna pick Calavera over Zim, even though I feel very lucky to be working on this project anyway. So let's see, let's go. Because as I said before, on Discord at least, I think I've said it, my greatest goal this year was to work with more animators. So I'm already starting with the right foot by working on an Invader Zim collaboration. And hopefully I get some more contacts and they're like, hey, you want to participate in this? I'm going to be like, yes, because that's my New Year's resolution, is just saying yes to all team projects. I like meeting other animators. I like having my show presented in other channels as well. It's pretty nice. I want more of that. And also I like watching Zim content, so it's pretty cool to be part of the creation of Zim content. I get a lot of like, what do you call it? I get a lot of comments saying like, oh, there's Zim content in the 2020s, and they get excited as well. So I wanna help with that. I wanna help people be like, oh, there's still Zim. He's alive somehow, in spirit, not in actually way. And then by the end of the year I want to make my own map, MAP, which is a multi, I don't know what, but it's a lot of work, a lot of animators bringing together their different animation styles to make like a reanimated or something like that. I want to host one of those by the end of, not by the end of the year, by the end of the year I want to have started planning it, like getting a few animators and you know, telling them what it's going to be like or what it's going to be about. Because these take time. These take years to make, you know? It sounds crazy because you'd be like, hey, each one of them could just work for like a week, get their 5 seconds ready, and then just stitch them up together and just show it, right? But no, it takes time. You know why? Because people like me like to wait until the last week to give them their piece. So that's why it takes usually like a year to finish those projects. Because of jerks like me. I mean, I'm working hard on it, but I should have started working really hard way earlier, not this late. Better late than never, I guess. Dun, 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 dun. It's not even 5 seconds sometimes. Well, mine is 11 seconds. But I know for a fact that if I had started working on this way earlier, I would have finished this in maybe like, maybe less than a week. Like 11 seconds, I can do that in a week easily. And But you know, I already said it. I was working on Calavera, so of course, that made it hard for me to stop drawing Homunculus and start drawing Zim. Even though I wanted to work on this a lot. Let's see. So what's on the news today? Actually, I don't want to talk about current events because I feel like all the current events are terrible. Sometimes we get like good news, you know, like when they said Zach Cadle got a cartoon on Adult Swim, you know, like that's good news. But today there's none of that. There's no good news this week for animation. So only been cancellations, allegations, serious allegations. There's been no positives. And Velma. Velma was the most positive thing that happened this week in animation. And you know how positive it was. Not quite. What else is there? Chainsaw Man. I think the season has ended, so there's no more Chainsaw Man to talk about. There's nothing. Okay, here I missed the boot thingy. What about... Nope, I have nothing positive to say about animation this week. How unfortunate. Dun, 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 dun. Decide to work alongside you right now. Nice. I like that. I like when people work alongside, which is something that we should do, by the way, on the Discord server, is just everybody working on their side. Maybe we can have like a music thingy play while everybody's doing their own thing. Like, I like streaming, but I can also do the whole thing, like just drawing while I'm silent and you people talk or whatever. I would like to do that in the Discord server sometimes. Let's see what the legs are looking like so far. Yeah. And the legs just stay there. Because right now I'm live streaming to make sure that I can get more people interested in my projects. Because like on Discord it's only us, which is fun. But on YouTube we always get a new person. Every week there's a new guy. You're gonna go find some news. Okay, share them with us if they're positive. If they're negative. By the way, today I've been using because that is what I'm trying really always. Every single time I make a Zim animation, I'm looking at the character sheets, I'm looking at the show, I'm looking at the motions, and I'm like, I want to do it exactly like that, which I think the closest one I ever got to make it look kind of official was the remake of When You. And I will say, and I know this sounds kind of like, what's the word? Maybe like I'm too confident. It sounds like I'm way too confident in myself, but it actually looks a little bit too fluid to be Invader Zim. You know what I mean? Because they always animate in 2s, and I did it in 1s. So maybe I went hard with frame rate, which made it look better, but I don't know. But then the other projects, there's always huge things that fail. Is it buffering? Oh no. Let me see the Wi-Fi. Oh yes. Oh yes, it is buffering. It's terrible. My Wi-Fi just got really bad. I don't know why. Let me see if it gets better. Damn, I'm not even just buffering. I'm like straight up dying here. My connection is terrible. Why? Got bad Wi-Fi. Why? I want to move to Arizona to finally get like better internet connection. Seriously, my internet connection here is abysmally bad. It is awful. Why am I getting so little signal? I don't understand. I'm gonna keep drawing for a while. If it gets whack, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Well, be patient. Maybe it gets better. Maybe it stays just as bad as it is right now. I can only hope. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, because now the problem is that if it's buffering, whenever I do the replay, it's gonna look bad. And I want you to be like, oh, it looks like it's animated. But if it's buffering, you won't see the animation. Let's see. It might get better, yeah. Give me some few minutes. It comes and goes, the bad connection. But yeah. Yeah, but just so you know, it's definitely on my end. I've had this issue for so many weeks. Some weeks it's really good, some weeks it's really bad. But I know that it's usually on my end, the issue. It's never on your guys' end. I mean, it could be that as well, but it's definitely me. How many leg frames did I draw? Why did I draw so many leg frames? I should have just copied them. Or I should just copy them now. I mean, I already like what I'm doing, so I'm just gonna keep working this way. It's the audio mostly. Oh, that's even worse, honestly. The audio might be even more important than the visuals. Because I'm talking. If I was silent, then maybe not. Sorry. Let's see. Oops. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Let's see how it looks so far. Ba-ba-da-bum-bum. Oh, there was a moment where it glitched as well. The only news that I can find is that it's positive is that Universal Studios in California is getting a Mario theme land. That is very positive. That is very good. That is very good news. Like in Japan. I didn't know that in Japan they had that. Well, as long as they have one in California, I can go visit it. I want to visit that. I want to visit Mario Land. Or Dinosaur Land, whatever it's called. The Mario World. Super Mario World. Okay, I think I'm missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more drawings of the legs. Nice. Okay, it's not a lot. Let's just get to work. As long as I work on it. 6 shots of legs are not that many. Also, it's always good practice. You gotta go find more news. Okay, miss that guy. Find me news, find me news. Go fetch good news. I like the good news. But the Mario one, that's definitely good news. Let's see. Perfect. Now, the red leg, was it on top or behind? It's behind. Okay, red behind, black is above. I forgot about that. No point in using colors if you're not going to use the system. Let's see, here. Do. I think I'm going to check the Discord as well, see if there's a lot of fun stuff going on there. I should have a third monitor. That's what I need. I need more monitors. I need all the monitors in the world. Yeah, okay, not that much is going on over here, I think. Somebody sent something to the fan art part, but since my Wi-Fi is kind of like being crazy, it's taking time to load stuff. Okay. Oh my god, my internet connection is so bad right now. And people are sharing Zim and stuff, right? Cool. Phineas and Ferb is coming back with Dan Doofenshmirtz himself returning to the show. Is that the name of the character or the actor? Dan Doofenshmirtz. Mersh. Such a weird name. Is he Polish? He's probably Polish. Let's see. Oops. Yeah. Terrible connection all the time, dude. Seriously. It's pissing me off. Okay, let's try this again. The other leg now. So many frames. So little time. I made a weird knot thingy over here I hate. I'm gonna get rid of that. Yeah, okay, that's good enough. It's pretty weird when you zoom in, but nobody's gonna zoom in. Also, the animation I think is like 1080p, so even though I can render in 4K, nobody's gonna see those details in 1080p, I think. Or I hope. Then it's one of the creator names. Doofenshmirtz is a character. What's the buzzing noise? Probably my computer. My computer is quite loud sometimes. Today it's not being particularly loud. But maybe it's not loud to me because I got used to it, and other people are not used to how hard my fans sound. Could be that, or it could be something else. I don't know. But it's true, my computer is actually very loud. I forget that it's very loud. So maybe when I get my new room, I'm gonna have to work on the audio. Like make sure that the computer's in a different area or something. If I'm gonna be streaming, I gotta, gotta make a good setup. And having the computer right next to the mic is not a good setup. I can tell you that. Especially mine. Other computers are not as loud. Yeah, there's the buzzing. It sounds like the mic itself. Ooh, it could be that it's incorrectly plugged. Oh shoot, that's bad. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna hear it on my phone, okay? To make sure what it is. Nope, not this. Oh yeah, this. Yeah, I just heard it. I don't know what it is. I think it's like it could be the audio card that I have. I have the Focusrite that when it starts glitching, it does that. So it could be that. But it does sound pretty bad. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know why I have so many problems today. Or it might be the connection. It might be that since the connection is pretty bad today. Yeah, or it could be aliens intercepting my messages. That could be it as well. This is so bothersome. Because the problem is that I don't know what it is. It's just I don't know what it is, and I don't know how to fix it. But yeah, I heard it. It's like, like aliens sending messages or something. And the connection is not good. It's lagging a lot. Oh my god. I hate this. What am I moving? I'm moving. Uranium is a robot. Yeah, I do, but the problem is that I cannot plug it in this apartment because it's really far away from my computer. I can't find any good animation or news. It's fine, miss that guy. Don't worry. I was kind of just kidding because how bad things were this week, but thank you though for telling me that Mario is opening a new theme park, or not theme park, but a new area or section in Universal Studios. But yeah, no, I cannot connect my Ethernet cables too far away. Unless I bought like a 50-foot cable, which, I mean, it's a great option. But I haven't found one so far. And Wi-Fi is kind of ass. So I have those issues. Damn, I want to move out of this place already. I can't wait to get like better connection. Or at least the ability to connect to the Ethernet cable. Because Wi-Fi is stupid. Wi-Fi is for phones and not for computers. Especially not streaming computers. No, my computer is really good. I'm not even kidding. My computer is really good. What sucks is my internet connection. Like, just the fact that I'm able to stream while using Toon Boom Harmony, trust me, it's pretty impressive. Because my laptop has issues with opening Toon Boom, and whenever you share your screen on my laptop, then it just bursts into flames. Positive things. Yesterday was Calaveras Day. True, that was a very positive day. Really positive day. Today, not so much. Today's being just an okay day. Like, on this computer, I can literally run Blender, Toon Boom Harmony, and After Effects at the same time. So, I think the computer is great. The internet is terrible. Got all the RAM in the world, but I got no Wi-Fi to share it with the world. Sucks. I will have, though, very soon. Just give me a couple more weeks. Oh, I like Mr. Skin being so positive about stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Take a nap if you can. Naps are amazing. I don't like taking naps because they make me feel lazy throughout the rest of the day. But honestly, they're pretty chill. Oh my god, I'm finished with the keyframes almost. Just a couple more lines. And we can move on to something else. Because the problem with animation is that some of the tasks are way too repetitive. And this one I'm doing right now, it's extremely repetitive. I'm tired of drawing legs. Alright. I'm the nap king. Am I? I didn't know that. Oh no. I didn't know I was a nap king. I thought I was a blanket or something else. Let's see. Okay, then. Ooh, that's a really good set of keyframes. Okay, not bad. Yep, it's pretty good. Of course, I gotta do the in-betweens, otherwise it's gonna look too, what's the word? Choppy. So it looks like, you know what it looks like? It looks like my internet connection. That's what it looks like. So now let's look at the head and start moving it around maybe. Or maybe I should move it around later on. Yeah, I'm gonna move the head later. Positive thing for Zim is still alive. He's alive in a way. In a way, he's really dead. Let's see. Now let's go with the in-betweens. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to leave the legs out of the game for a second, and I'm just gonna start interpolating the body. And I'm just gonna do what I did before, which is copy them. Just copy this guy and place it in between these two guys. So maybe placa, placa. And activate the onion skinning, placata. And place it in the middle. And next one, copy it and place it in the middle as well. Here. I'm just in between right now with copied layers. But this style works, so I'm okay with it. And now this guy and this guy over here. In between. Copy this guy, paste it here, right in the middle. And then paste it here as well, right in the middle. Let me see if that looks kind of okay. Or that would look kind of choppy actually. Let me render it. When you render stuff, it usually looks a little bit better. So let's see if that helps. It actually did. The first part was way smoother than the second part, so I'm gonna keep doing that. Because rendered, it did work. Okay, let's add one here as well. Bru, bru. And let's copy this kid over here. Bring it here as well for the ascension. And here as well for this. So Uranium just asked a great question on the chat, and it is, what are you gonna do after you do the Calavera animation? What would be the next big animation after Calavera? Well, I have a couple ones. The one that I wanted to do with more people was the reanimation that I want to make, but that would be me and other people, so that would not just be me. And then not after, but maybe during, because as I said before, those reanimation collaboration work projects take like a year to finish, and not on my end, I mean like on everybody's end. So maybe while that's happening, I'm also animating something else. But I don't know, maybe I should animate some Scott Pilgrim, or I want to maybe animate something that is a difficult fight scene. Yeah, I've always wanted to animate fight scenes, but you know those take so much time and planning anyway, so I haven't done it now. But maybe that's the next big challenge that I want to make myself work on. A fight scene, and it doesn't matter if it's like popular characters or my own characters, I just want to do it. Maybe it would be smarter to make it with famous characters, because if you do it with famous characters like, I don't know, like Dragon Ball Z, Avatar, something like that, or Scott Pilgrim. Scott Pilgrim could be the perfect combination of ideas. Then people are going to watch it, you know what I mean? Uranium in his Patience era, that could be the thing. But Patience era means also less content era, so it's kind of bittersweet, right? Okay, now we can see Zim bumping up and down the screen, which means he's walking. Alright, let's bring in the legs now. Let's see how it looks. Okay, so he is moving. But you know what is missing, right? It's missing the in-betweens. Okay, so now let's go with the in-betweens for the legs. Oh my. So we need an in-between here and here for these legs. And now what I'm gonna do is what I always do, which is go for the trace, shift and trace tool, which allows me to move the layers, but only in the onion skin, not actually. So now I gotta bring this here. And I gotta bring this guy here. Oh, is that right? Oh no, this guy, yeah, I gotta move, okay. Here. That way I can like perfectly interpolate everything. The background sounds like your Discord server. Thank you, I guess. Or I don't know what you mean with that. The background in the cartoon or background in here in my real life? Both are great questions anyway. Okay, there you go. Let's start. I think am I gonna get rid of the body? I shouldn't. I think I need the body for reference. Okay. So now here, for example, this would be the front leg, and the front leg, I have a question. Is it the one that's going up or down? I should have figured that out before. I think it's the front leg is the one going up, right? Okay. Yeah. The one going up is the front leg. It's important to know that. So that way I can properly do things. Okay, so let's see. Now it would be, oops. Here, 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 here. So that's the in-between. And now the in-between for the boot would be kind of like this, kind of like that, kind of like this, and kind of like that. Let's get rid of the edges. So before we were doing a very menial, annoying task that was repetitive, and now we're doing another menial task that is quite repetitive as well, which is the in-betweening process. Everything in animation is very repetitive and annoying. But yeah, that's a great like motion right there. Let's keep going. Let's do now the back leg. Now the back leg would be this one, right? So it goes from here to here. So it would be kind of like this, like this, like this, and like that. Okay. Now we bring in the boot. Okay, I got that done. So yeah, today's animation is starting to get kind of boring, right? I've been drawing legs for maybe an hour. How long have I been drawing? Not an hour, but 45 minutes of drawing legs. That is intense. Is it true that the Boneface Buckethead series is dead? Kind of, but not exactly. Not 100%. It could die, though. It is like on life support, is what it is. I wish I could work on that project, but there's a mere fact that whenever I work on it, people compare it to another thing that is insanely popular right now, and that I don't have enough funding to make it. It makes it really hard to me to actually like spend time working on it, especially if I'm gonna make it and people are still gonna make the comparison. It feels like too much effort for so little recognition. So that's why Boneface and Pumpkinhead is kind of in the waiting room, seeing if there's even space for it to exist, which is quite tragic in my opinion. But you know, it's not those. I know it's not those characters, but you know, people will make the comparison. And when you work for a week to make one comic book chapter, and people do that, you go like, ah, man, why are you hurting my feelings so much? It's like people really want to hurt you, but I know that's not the case. I know they really think that it is inspired by that, when it is definitely not. So that's why I'm working Calavera, because I know that when I do Calavera, people are like, oh, these are your characters, and we love them, and period. They don't ask those kinds of questions. I mean, if they want to find somebody similar to Shio Calavera, I think they're going to find that, but it invites the comparison less. Yeah, you know, I mean, I know I love those characters. I love my lore. I love my story. But, I don't know. Especially for my first project, it's kind of hard to get that as the result. So I'm going to work first on something else. And then when I have enough time and money, I want to keep working on those guys. Of course, Boneface and Pumpkinhead are epic. They have an epic story to tell. And I do want to tell that story. So I'm not giving up on them. Not 100%. Maybe 50%. Just 50. I'm gonna go back to them at some point. Calavera is a good series, but Boneface... Yes. No, exactly, yeah. Calavera would not exist if it weren't for Boneface and Pumpkinhead. Literally, the universe needs them to exist as well. If they don't exist, a lot of the stuff in Calavera is kind of pointless, in a way. But, you know, we gotta see how things go. Gonna take time for me to get a presence online, so First I gotta know what kind of support I'm gonna get in general. And then I can be like, okay, yeah, it's worth the risk. But right now it's not worth the risk. Too much risk and too little recognition. So nope, not for now. I don't have the budget to take that chance. These are taking really big chances. Both of the Pumpkinhead are special to my heart. So they're really special to me. You know, I've been working on them for 8 years now, I think. It was 7 years a year ago, so now it's like 8 years, almost 9. I've been working on them since middle school. And yeah, I went back on them for a while and then I started animating again. I know it sucks. I also want to finish that story, especially those chapters, but damn, it's really hard right now. Because, you know, right now, Spooky Month is really big. Like, last year it was big. This year it got even bigger. So, I think, I mean, it's nobody's fault. Those things happen. But you just gotta acknowledge that it happened. I mean, I was unlucky enough that I started making my series when that other series got really popular and big. And right now it's really impossible for me to not get the comparison again and again and again and again. So I go like, yeah, I'm just gonna drop it for now. Because people understand, but not everybody does. So might as well just move on with something else that's not gonna incite that kind of comparison. I mean, they're cool, they're fine, but they kind of killed my characters by accident. It's not their fault, it's nobody's fault. And now, Calavera. Now, what would be really funny is that somebody out there made another character that was exactly like Calavera Homunculus. And then people were like, hey, you're making that series. And I'm like, no, I'm not. And we just go back to the start, to the beginning. And be like, okay, I gotta create another set of characters. And see after that what happens. Let's see the legs. Okay. Dun. Yeah. I mean, both projects are good, obviously, but I don't know. It's just a bit of bad luck on my end. But the thing is, and this is a big message in Bowface and Pumpkinhead, actually, which is ironic, is that the universe sends signals. You know what I mean? So maybe when this happened, it's like a signal that I have to work on something else. Because maybe right now it's not Boneface and Pumpkinhead's year yet. Maybe it's another year that I'm going to be working on those guys, but it's not now. Maybe now I have to work on Calavera. So I'm just going to accept the message from the stars and be like, okay, I just got to follow what the universe tells me. And they told me that they want me to work on something else. Oh, but I really miss Coileen. I even miss Dabria. Dabria was a fun character, come on. What is this guy? Okay, so now we go in between these two guys. So we have this one and this one. Also, although I should make the roots of the legs connect, I guess. So I'm gonna make sure that happens. These guys should be here. And this guy should be down here. Perfect. Okay. When you get famous, your name, you should go do both with Pumpkinhead. That is the first thing I'm going to do. The first moment people are like, oh, we know what you're doing. We understand it. I'm going to be like, oh, we're going back to Bowface and Pumpkinhead. We're going to finish that series because it was really good. Like, I had a lot of stuff that I wanted to share with people. So I'm definitely going back to making those guys. Even if it's comic book format and not animation. I don't care if it's not animation. Because the problem with Bowface and Pumpkinhead that there was too much plot. So if I made it animated, now that would take billions of years to finish. It would take me so long. Okay, no, but what Mr. Guy said, I'm perfectly okay with. That Calavera looks like Dr. Horrible. He does. No, but to be fair, some of the design aspects of Calavera are very cliche. So I'm okay with that character because that character is extremely cliche as well. So I'm okay with that. But people are never going to say, like, it's a copy of that. No, I don't think people are going to say that. Because, like, my character is a cliche in the same way that Cortex from Crash Bandicoot is a cliche, and I like that. But I think people understand immediately how I'm going for the cliche, so I'm okay with Dr. Horrible. Although Horrible is like a... I thought about it the other day, that Horrible was like an insult version of Calavera. Because he's always so pathetic and wimpy and crying about girls. Which is something Calavera won't do, I think. No, he's not going to be that wimpy. But I do like the music in Dr. Horrible. I think it's really nice. Actually, the music in Dr. Horrible is pretty Calavera-ish as well. I love Dr. Horrible. Nathan Fillion, the guy from How I Met Your Mother. It's an interesting project. Now the nightmare's here. Now Dr. Horrible is here. Yeah, no. I'm okay with that one. Let's see now. This one's going to start flexing a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, a little bit here, and a little bit there. No, but the most important thing about Boneface of Pumpkinhead, even if I'm not able to make it for whatever reason, is that it basically boot-started the universe that Calavera is working on. So it's still quite important. It's always going to be very important. I mean, Samhain is a character from Boneface of Pumpkinhead, so is Zara, so is everybody almost. All the magic beings that are gonna do their stuff in there, they're already kind of existing in Calavera, so whether or not I work on Boneface of Pumpkinhead, their lore is pretty much canon anyway. Like, we're gonna have everything. We're gonna have the goblins, we're gonna have the imps, we're gonna have the clowns, which were the Comedianti. We're gonna have Alikino appear again in both. So they're, in a way, they're not dead at all. In a way, they're really alive. Just not allowed to exist on Twitter, at least. Extended universes. Let's see now. How does this look? Oh, I made a mistake though. I should have made sure that the feet were connecting with the ground. If they're not connecting with the ground, this is going to look really wacky. Ooh, I should have been more careful. We'll see how it goes. So we need to get rid of this and go back to placing everybody back in their place. Do. Oops. Do. And now we gotta move the legs a little bit more. Oh shoot, I made a mistake, did I? Oh. Now, there you go. Okay, this guy should be here, for example. And it fits in perfectly, almost. It's a little bit levitating for a while there. Yeah, I've drawn so many feet. I'm starting to get bored of this, so I think I'm going to move on with something else. Even though it's an irresponsible way to work on animation, but it is what it is, man. This is getting boring. Now here, for example, I don't even know what's happening. There's a couple moments where the feet are not doing proper contact with the floor. Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so this animation is looking pretty good, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the file and I'm going to go back to the scene with Dib, because this is getting really boring. And live streaming is me sharing with you guys how I do stuff, but it's like, come on, we cannot be this boring. So let's go to this other shot that I already finished animating and cleaning up and everything. And let's just color it. Although, you can see that the torque animation is slightly too choppy, so I'm maybe going to add one more in between frame, and then we're just going to color. Okay, let's do that. Let me see that again. Yeah, it looks good. Okay, so now let's go to Boy. No, not Boy. His name is Torque. When a character actually has a name, I never call them person. I just call them their names. So we do have a Torque right here. See, I can get rid of the body. In fact, since the background is very choppy, it's very bad. Honestly, that's what it is. It's terrible. I'm just going to get rid of that and the boy in the front, and now we can animate Torque a little bit better. Okay, so now Torque's body goes from here to there and goes back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add just one more in between for the arm. Just one. So now we onion skin this, and instead of just drawing on top of it, I'm going to copy the body. Like that. Copy, paste, and now I'm just going to do the in-between for the arm. I'm going to get rid of this thing over here, and there you go. Now, bow. Oops, this tool is way too thick. Thinner. I was going with a 3 pixel one, I think. Yeah, there you go. Like this, like this, like this, like this. Perfect. Just in between this guy. gotta make this thing a little bit longer so I can cut it. And now the position of the hand, since there's a hand here and a hand here, it would be like right in the middle, right? Like this, kind of. And the dumbbell, I'm just gonna copy paste it so it looks consistent in both volume and form. But first I should finish the arm. So the arm would be kind of like this. The elbow has like one end here and one end here, so the next end would be here. So let's go there and keep it kind of curvy and the same thickness if possible. Not if possible, same thickness. And let's get rid of this, and this and that. Okay, so now the shape of the hand is pretty good. Let's see how it looks. Ooh, that was kind of weird, right? Maybe it's because I'm missing the dumbbell. If I don't have the dumbbell, maybe it just looks weird. So let's go get the dumbbell. I brought it here, so I can just copy it here and rotate it just a slight bit. And then I'm gonna merge the two layers so I can like properly clean up. Okay, that looks nice. Let's see again. Ooh, that's way too fast, right? I think the motion's gotta be a little bit slower, so let's do it in twos. Bring it back here so we can repeat it again, and here, and that's it. Let's see. Oh, I'm missing the T, that's why it looked weird. I'm missing the T and something else, actually. Yeah, okay, I can see it now. Oh, the ball disappeared as well. That's why it was so weird. Okay, I think the ball was in a different layer, so that's why. Perfect, now it looks better. But the T is still doing the same glitchy thingy, so let's go get the T back. Let's bring in, okay, I'm gonna get rid of the O, because the O is incomplete. Oh shoot, it's in line work. There you go. Let's bring back the T and the O. There you go, Twerk, that's his name. What a weird kid, he has his own name on his shirt. Okay, now the motion has the proper timing, but it's choppy. Choppy in the sense that it goes like, brah, 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 brah. It's gotta be more fluid, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add 2 more in-betweens, which has always been the way I do things. Also, I'm missing a couple lines here. Let's bring them kind of like here and here, I think. No, that's wrong. This point and this point should be kind of in the middle of that, right? Like this and like this. Let's try it again. Doon. Oops. Doon. And now let's see. That helps, I think. Yeah, okay. Keeping the line consistent helps. Slightly better. As I said before, I still need those in between, so let's get working on them. One here and one here. And both of them have the same body parts except for the arm. So let me bring all of this. Oh yeah, that's what happened last time. Gotta bring this thing as well. And a little bit more of this. Okay. Oh shoot. I messed up. Okay, I'm gonna do that again. Select all of this, including this. Oh, yeah, I can see it now. Okay, perfect. Copy this, paste it here, and paste it here as well. Okay, and let's go with the in-betweening again. Let's see. This goes from here to here. Oops, what's going on? Stupid tablet. Brum, 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 brum. By the way, I do wonder if connection ever got better. Let me look at my Wi-Fi and my Wi-Fi router, how it's positioned. Okay, let's see. You're drawing a lot of feet here. Yeah, I drew a lot of feet before. It got really boring, so that's why I'm drawing now twerk. It's still kind of buffering, but it's tolerable. I think I don't know. Well, tolerable is an unfortunate word to use, but whatever. Let's give it a try now. I think I don't really love how this arm is looking. Do you forget that you read some of the comments? Yes, I do. I read them and then I read them again. And I'm going like, oh, I'm reading this for the first time. And then I go like, no, I read that before. Is that I'm kind of like, my brain is divided into like a few sections. Some of them worry about the Wi-Fi. Some of the sections of my brain are worrying about the animation itself. And then sometimes I'm thinking like, maybe I should do the laundry today. So I'm all over the place in my brain right now. So whenever I read the comments, I kind of like reboot. Let's copy this guy here. Maybe like this. And one more to go. Come on, one more frame and then we can start coloring. Coloring is the easiest part of animation. Still kind of annoying, but I think that it's really neat to see the final look of the scene finally come into play. It's pretty cool. So that's why I'm going to do that. I'm just going to copy the hand here. Uranium and his grandpa era. That's been every single era of my life has been the grandpa era. Really. Okay, let's see. Let's move this guy. Oop, too many guys. Oh, am I drawing in the overlay layer? That's not good. I gotta draw everything in the line art area, except for the dumbbells. The dumbbells can go here, but everything else should be together in the line work. There you go. Now the hand should also be in the line work. And finally the arm. Come on, we're almost ready. There's Layla. Hello, Layla or Layla. How's it going? Bring this guy over here, and now we're just missing the dumbbells. Let's bring this guy from here to there, place it right in between. I think, oh, I missed the arm. Shoot, I should have done the arm before the dumbbells. What ifs, no problem. Anyway, I think in this position it's not going to be very visible where the arms are, so I'm just going to make two lines like this. Yep. I think that's gonna work. Oi. Layla just said oi. And I'm like, yeah. Sup. Okay, let's look at the animation without the onion skin. It looks okay. Obviously it's buffering because of the lack of these lines over here in the shirt. If you're missing those lines, then it's gonna look weird. So let's add them, and also the ball. Ronnie says, Ronnie the random guy, what episode are you working on? Your brother's here. You're Miss That Guy's brother. Nice. Nice to have you here. I am working on a reanimated collaboration project. That's not even reanimated because honestly it was never animated. It's an episode called 10 Minutes to Doom. The audio is on YouTube. It's an episode that the team of Invader Zim was working on before they got canceled, so they had already the lines recorded. I made an animation like a year ago of the first shot, and it was only to play around, you know? And then somebody saw it and was like, hey, we're making a collaboration animation of that episode in particularly. and in particular, and we want to have your clip included. And I was like, yeah, but it's kind of not good, so I'm gonna work on it a little bit, and a little bit, it meant in the end to remake the whole thing. And now I'm following the direction that we're going as a team because I only animated based on the audio, so I didn't know that Torque was in the episode. Oh yeah, it is till Doom. It's 10 minutes till Doom. I think it's 10 minutes till Doom, or to Doom. It's one of those two words. Honestly, I'm not even sure. But as I said before, like, Torque was in the episode. I just drew a random kid throwing a ball at Zim because I thought I didn't know it was him. So now I'm doing it with Torque instead of with a random kid. So it's gonna be better. So I'm taking longer. Okay, I think that I'm done with the animation of Torque. Let me copy and paste this thing here and here as well, and let's see what that looks like. Oh, that was weird. I'm gonna render it before, because when you render it, it looks better. 10 weeks till Doom because Uranium takes a while with his animations. Come on, don't bully me, guys. But yeah, he's right. Let's see. Okay. I know what is wrong. I copied the same frames in the same order to go down as well. Obviously, if he is going down, he's going to do the opposite order of frames. So, obviously my bad. Let's fix that really quick. Sometimes my brain doesn't work properly, so now it's better. Let's play that again on the thingy. You render it and then you watch it. That's how it works. Yeah, but this shot is looking pretty good. It's looking pretty nice. Yep, it's convincing. I mean, it's funny how much work goes into like 1 second of animation. But it's quite simple. It's neat. So let's start with the coloring process. Oh no, sorry. Now we're gonna color, but first I gotta merge the dumbbell and the ball with the kid because I had them in different thingies. So let me see. I'm just going to select those objects, delete them, bring it into the line work, and inside the line work I gotta start cutting stuff. So I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna cut this, and this. Do. And the hand kind of made a mistake there. Yeah, perfect. And also the ear. I don't know what's gonna happen with the ear, but I'm gonna figure that out later. I don't want to do that now. So clean up everything. Clean up till you die. Yeah, okay, that looks okay. Next frame, same thing. Okay, people are saying stuff in the comments. Perfect Uranium, can't wait to see the finished product soon. Nice. Thank you very much. It's gonna be really good. I'm working with a lot of people, so you're gonna be able to see a lot of different animation styles in just one video. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I love this. Doom is fun. You're getting a lot of people today. Yes, I am. A lot of people are joining, and I love that. I mean, to be fair, when you advertise a popular IP like Invader Zim, it helps. But still, I love having people here. Because usually I'm working more on Calavera. So in Calavera, to be fair, a lot of people are like, hey, what is that? But they don't know Calavera or Samhain or none of those characters. But Zim is very popular. Darn it. Let's see. By the way, the people that are joining, because I want to fill the server with people, I have a Discord server. It's right here. And you can join the link that is both showing on the screen. And I'm also going to share the link here in the chat anyway. So let me do that again. Because I did it before, but it's way up there. Let's go with the server settings. Oh no, not server settings. Gotta go to invite people. Copy and paste it here. Yeah, I saw it before. Because I haven't stopped to read the Discord server right now because I'm busy drawing or animating. But yeah, I did see you joining there. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice art. Now I'm gonna check it even more. But yeah. I want people to join the server. Damn it, cleaning up is so much work. I should have just merged these from the start. Or no, I did the right thing by waiting. Get rid of this as well. Boom. I'm just gonna leave some dirt in the middle. I don't care. Oh, this part I made a huge mistake because it's always the same drawings and I'm always cleaning the same stuff, and that is a waste of time. But whatever. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it like that. Oh, again, the same thing, dude. So many frames to clean up. Regardless, I'm having a lot of fun today. It's starting to get really fun, this whole Discord, YouTube, live streaming thing. I look forward to Fridays and Saturdays usually now. Before it was like another day of the week, but now it's like, hey, I can share my projects live and stuff like that. It's pretty fun, pretty chill. Oh, but I don't know. Okay, I think this is the last one I have to work on to start coloring, and that also makes me feel excited because coloring, I already told you what I think about it. Here. This guy here. Ram. I'm almost done with the cleanup. And after the cleanup, the colors. And after the colors, I go back to Zim's legs. But I'm going to do that off screen because I don't want to bore you guys with tedious animation. But yeah, that looks good. Yeah. It's good enough. It's good enough for an internet project, I would say. So now let's go to the node tree and figure out what we can do for coloring. One of the kids in the background sounds like SpongeBob. It could be SpongeBob. Can you imagine that they had the guy that plays SpongeBob? What was his name? Oh, what was his name? I forgot. Tom Kenny. Maybe they had Tom Kenny there. By the way, I think I'm gonna bring down the volume of my desktop, right? Because every single time I play the audio or the animation, it sounds like and it's really annoying. So now let's go. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna need some torque reference. I'm gonna bring in torque from Invader Zim. I'm gonna which color scheme I'm gonna use? This one. Copy image, and let's create a new layer here, so I can bring him as color reference. Ew. Nope. No library. Or maybe just use the original raster drawing that I had before. Paste him in the underlay layer. Oh no, it's not working, the copy paste method. Copy paste method, you have failed me for the last time. Oh, it's really not working. That's crazy, I've done it a million times. I'm gonna do it with my trusty snipping tool then, which is the lame way. Copy this guy, bring him to the Toon Boom. It's not working? What is happening today? Edit, there's no paste. Oh, maybe it's because it's a raster? That would make no sense. But just in case, I'm gonna then bring him to the vector layer. Nope, it's really not working. I am utterly confused right now. Oh, there you are. We got a huge torque right there. Okay, I'm just gonna keep him out of the screen so I can use him for color picking. Because I color pick. Some people consider that cheating. I don't care. I color pick. Got a problem with that? I mean, because if I was working in an actual studio, like animating characters, you know, people do that. They use the colors that they're given, and they cannot start guessing or whatever. So I'm not gonna guess. I'm just gonna use these ones. So let's create a new palette called Torque. And in this palette, we're gonna add one color for each body part. So this one's going to be the skin. This one's going to be the eye whites. This one's going to be the pupils, which are blue. This one's going to be the shirt 1. And then we need another one for shirt 2. Because he's got like 2 tones in the shirt scheme. And then we need one for the hair. Ew, he left his kids at the ho-eo, so he can get that. I don't know what you're singing, but I like it already. Okay, so now let's start color picking. So let's go with edit, color picker, blick. Done. We got the skin. Now we've got the eyes, which is darker white. Now we got the pupils. For the pupils, gotta zoom in a lot. And maybe the pupils I am gonna have to, yeah, okay, no, I got them. for the shirt, we're going to use this one. Nope, not this one. That's a shadow one, shaded one. And for the second shirt, we're going to use the arm right here. And finally, the hair is brown. Simple brown. Okay. And now those are the colors I'm going to use. So now I can just get rid of that image because I don't need it anymore. Ooh, although the dumbbells have a different color as well. Okay, one more color for, oops, my mistake. Ooh, I don't want to do that. I'm going to call this dumbbell. And for the dumbbell, pick this dark blue or dark green. I'm going to create a new color for the dodgeball. Oops. This one's called dodgeball, which is the dodgeball he's holding. That's going to be color red probably. Dark, slightly saturated red. Yep. I have a good palette right there. Let's get rid of this. Let's go back to the art. So now we go to the color layer, and for each single one of these, I gotta bring in the vector information so I can color stuff with my bucket tool. Bucket, bucket, bucket. And sometimes you gotta connect the dots because they are not connecting for whatever reason, but it's still pretty easy. Yeah. So now we have the skin tone added. Now let's go for the shirt. Shirt is here, here, here. This is the fun part about vectors, is how quick it can be to just color stuff. It's really easy. Although we have a bunch of these things happening, which is kind of annoying. And now here I have an issue, which is these lines are not connecting for some reason. I promise you I don't know why, but it's going to be really annoying because I'm going to have to do it for every single one of the drawings. But whatever. Life is pretty good anyway. Blicky, 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 blicky. Okay, now the dumbbell color is right here. Blicky, 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 blicky. We're going to have an issue with that. I'm going to fix that later, don't worry. And the shorts, I don't know what color his shorts are. What color are they? They're like dark gray. They're actually the same color as the dumbbell in the Dark Harvest episode, so I'm just going to copy that color from the other thingy. Here. And the shoes as well. I'm just going to go with the easy way out and just reuse the color. And for the dodgeball, unless you don't like it, if somebody doesn't like it in the stream, tell me if they want another color. I can change it as well. Not going to be that hard. Now let's go to the note tree so I can also color the head, which was already finished from before. Although it is missing one important detail, which is the line in the ears that looks like this. So let's first do that. Let's first add the ears squibbly thingies, and then I can color him. Let's see, like this, like this, like this, like this, and here. But now to make it look more like Jonan Vasquez stuff, you gotta pick the ends and give them like a taper look, like that, and like this. It looks a little bit more aggressive. Here as well, and here as well. And I think I'm gonna make the line work just a little bit thicker. Right now we're at like 2 pixels, so let's go with 3. Yep, better. And here's the same story. We go from 2 pixels to 3 pixels, which is slightly better. Should change the pants to Coca-Cola. Yeah, this, I'm gonna look it up. No, Coca-Cola. I mean, it's a nice color, but I don't think it fits with Torque though. Torque is kind of like a rough boy. I don't think that, I mean, that color is nice, but I don't think that it's gonna be for Torque. Now let's color the face with my bucket tool. Bucket, bucket, bucket. And now the eyes, same thing. The hair, same thing. And finally the pupils, which are like dark blue. So now that looks kind of like Torque. Let's see how he looks if I go HD. A little bit better. I think that skin tone is a little bit too like peachy. I think it should be like less saturated. I'm gonna figure that out later. Let's keep coloring him because now the body's moving, so now I have to recolor him again and again. Really annoying. So let's see if the vectors are allowing me to do that properly. See, again, this happened again. This dot should be connecting with this, but I don't know why it's not. Oh my god, I'm gonna do that first then. This dot, again, it's not connected here either. What about the next one? Also not right. Awesome. But now they're connected, so now I'm not going to have that issue. I'm going to have other issues, definitely, but not that one. So let's go. Oops, not the this, and this and that. Oops. Oh no, not here as well, dude. Come on. Oh, and they're not even touching here at all. Why? Okay, now they are. Oh, but now the line is terrible. Oh, there's like a small thingy there. Let's bring it up here. Okay, perfect. Here. Oh, there's one more. I missed one frame. And this one is very chaotic. It's missing connecting dots all over the place. There's a couple more here, which make no sense because I didn't do anything here. But whatever. Bum, bum, perfect. Bum, bum. And now what's happening here? Why is it so chaotic? I'm not even changing these. Let's see. Like this. Let's go with pupil or shirt 2. Oh shoot. Seriously. Damn it. This is supposed to be one of the advantages of working with vectors, and it's not working today. Nice. Let's see. So yep, we're here coloring the torque kit. It's pretty nice. So tomorrow I'm gonna have to animate one more scene, and then there's another couple shots that are actually don't have any motion. So even though I'm animating them, I'm technically not, because there is not even movement in them. They're just like comic book panels. So I think that I'm gonna be finished by Monday morning. By Monday morning it's gotta be finished so I can send it to the guys from the server. It's gonna look nice. Now, you know what would be so ironic? It would be if I finished this, you know, hurrying up in order to not feel bad for everybody else, and that would be funny for everybody else to not send their part in. Although a lot of people have already finished their parts, so maybe I'm the only one that's still animating. I hope it's not the case. It will be kind of embarrassing. Let's see. Dumbbell collar here. Skin color here. Why are the dots never connecting, dude? It's really bugging me. Okay. So we have here 2 good shots. Let's see, what do people say in the chat room? So somebody was singing, which was Eileen, the cute PPG in Invader Zim girl. She said a song, and then Miss That Guy said, my brother is a bit emotional to ask, but he wants to know what about research, what research unit of horrors is about. Embarrassed. Yeah, it's very emotional. Okay, now research unit of horrors is my very own series that has a team of 5 people. Or, well, it's not even 5 people, it's like 3 people, 1 tiny monster and 1 big monster. And they essentially, what they do is that they do research as a business, meaning that other people need to get stuff done and they don't know how to do it, so they ask them how to do it. So they send them on missions that are very reminiscent of D&D to find out about secrets of the universe that they can use for the improvement of lives of people. It's a very positive thing. But the problem is that the main character, or the leader of the team, who is named Calavera, he used to be a supervillain just like a month ago, right? So he's not a good person, but he's doing a good deed right now with the help of everybody else. So it's going to include a lot of like, you know, like strife or, you know, struggle for power between big countries, because they work around the continent, right? They don't work in one country or one city. They work with a lot of people, but they are basically doing their science stuff. Meanwhile, a lot of like war is happening around them, because it's a medieval setting. So, you know, you have got different kingdoms fighting for power. You got like you know, disease, you have poverty, you have all those issues around them. So that's not the main focus of the series, but it's always going to be prevalent there. So basically, the story is them living in a very difficult time while they're just doing the research, which is, as I said before, it's very D&D inspired. So each one of their missions, even though it's to like find out how to like send water from one place to the other, is always going to end up with them fighting warlocks, goblins, monsters, because it's fun. But that's why they have so many like fighters in the team, even though they're not scientists. The only scientist is actually Shio Calavera, and everybody else is really more of a fighter. But yeah. And that's pretty much what it is about. I feel like I should prepare a pitch Bible in order to explain myself a little bit better, because I know what it is about, but it's true that I don't have like a concise description, you know, like an actual written one. I should write one. No, I should write a pitch Bible. That's what I should do. That's the right thing to do. I'll get to it later. Maybe not today, but one of these days when I'm traveling or something, just sit down with my laptop and Word and make a pitch Bible. Because after I'm done with the pilot, I might try to pitch it to some people. So that's why I need a pitch Bible, because it's actually useful. Oh, okay. Let's click it here. What is wrong with this one? No, it's not connecting. Let's see, here. Dumbbell, let's add the dumbbell. And yeah, this work is so tedious sometimes. But it's starting to look really good. Okay, just got one more frame to color, and I'm done with Torque. Then we go with Dib. The Dib human. The one with the big head. Even though Torque has a bigger head than Dib, at least in the shot that I drew. I don't know if his head is usually bigger, but I sure as hell did it that way. Maybe he has a redemption for Dib. I always like the Dib character. I don't know why people bully him so much. I feel like if he had been in my school, I wouldn't bully him as much. I mean, I wouldn't be his friend either, but... looking sharp there. Let me render him and watch him, you know, lifting those weights. And then I maybe can add like the drop shadow from the head and then shade it later. He's looking functionally okay. Now the Dib, the stinky human. Let's be fair here. Dib's laugh in the show proper is surprisingly cute. Is his laugh cute? I guess. I mean, I never thought about it that way. I just think that he's not a bad kid. Even though he's kind of like weird, he's not a bad guy. And people just bully him to no avail for him. Poor guy. I think I'm going to animate first the body, or not animate, color. So let's get rid of the head, let's get rid of this, and the eyes. Although the eyes would be the easiest part. But the body, let's start with the body, for example. So we do exactly the same process we did with the other guy, which is, first of all, I need my colors. So let's go to create a new palette called the Dib Human. And the Dib Human is going to have a few colors. I'm just going to color pick him off screen because I have Google to my right. So I'm just telling you that I'm already color picking from the original design. So let's grab this skin tone right here. Although there's a few different colors for his skin tone. I want the one from the TV show. Skin tone here. The jacket is literally black, so I have no worries with that. Just black. And the shirt has two colors. It's got the bluish one, which is right here, and the smiley face one, which is kind of gray, right? Oops. Edit. The gray in the face, which is also the one from the back side of the trench coat. Then the eyes has two colors. He's got the eye white and the pupils. The pupils are kind of like orange, kind of brown. Okay, there you go. Okay, how about other colors? Going back to the stream. Is it true that Dib met Ni? I don't know. Maybe. I didn't know they met ever. But it would be really cool. That looks nice. There you go, there you go, there you go. Oh, what about the pants? The pants are also black, right? Yes, the pants are also black. Even the boots, everything is black in Dip's design. In an alternate universe, maybe? Maybe, probably. Or not even alternate, like, I think they might live in the same universe canonically, even. That would be really cool. Oh no, this is not the right color. This is the right color. Yay! First dib is finished. Let's go with the next dib. The next dib human is right here. Oh, I'm such a goofball. Here. Dun. 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 And dun. One more? No, I'm finished. I already have all the smiley faces. Let's go with the rest of the shirt. Let's go with the trench coat. And the pants and everything, really. Even the boots. Ooh, actually, you know what? No, the trench coat. The back part of the trench coat is actually color white. So I made a mistake there. No worries, I can fix it. Oh, I just did it again. Such a dumbass. Such a doofus. Let's color it the same color as the, what? Oh, but it should come over here as well. Oof. I want to draw more, but I'm gonna. Yep. That was fine. And this here. Yeah, that kind of works. And now I just need to color the hands, which are skin tone. So there we go. We got a good for the body. It looks kind of glitchy here, but it looks good when you render it, so it's fine. Let's bring in the head, which has only the skin and the hair tone, hair color. This is gonna be easy. Why is his head so big? Why is his head so big? He's got a big head. Also big ears. Oh, here I'm missing the characteristic Jonan lines for the ears, and here as well. Gotta fix that. I'm gonna fix that now. First, let me finish the coloring process. And now let's do this. Let's go to the line work and copy those ear thingies and bring them to the other ears. Oh, so one should be right here. Oh, what is happening? Oh, I made a mistake or something, I think. What is going on? Don't tell me that I colored in the wrong... No, I didn't. Okay, I don't know what happened then. I don't get it. It should be... I'm very confused about what's happening right now. So I copy this guy. Dude, I want to copy this guy over here and I want to paste it in this one. Where is the head? I think I'm copying the body then. Yep. Finally, that took me long. And now I'm just gonna place it in a way that makes sense for this frame. And then do the same thing here. Could I see it with the onion skin? But not because of the coloring, dude. That sucks when you cannot see the onion skin because of the coloring. That's why you gotta obviously finish the drawing before coloring. Like, it's obvious, but sometimes this happens and it gets really annoying. See, it's dancing so weird. I think I'm gonna just come over here and just make it line art for a second. Thank God. It was getting very out of control. Okay, now we have more ear thingies because I pasted them in the body, I think. There you go. Come on, get out of here. And now it looks a little bit better. Okay, so now this was the first ear that I pasted. This one. So I gotta place it properly. So I'm gonna in between two frames that are very far apart. Oh, is that right? That makes no sense. What is happening? Okay, perfect, finally. Now this dot would go in between those two dots, this dot would go in between these two dots, and this dot would go here. This one would go here. And now this one in the middle of those two goes in ones. Same idea. Way better. Now it looks way better. I hate when line work boils. Yeah, it's not boiling anymore. But it's still missing one of these. Oh, my neck is so broken. Okay, now let's check it out. Without the onion skin. Yeah. Okay, now the right ear is kind of working. We are missing a little bit the other ear, but since it's going to the back of the head, it kind of is acceptable, but at the same time, here it's very thick, so it needs a bit more of a transition. Anyway. Come on. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna leave it like that. That looks good. Now let's go to the node view, get rid of the line art version of it, and now we can keep coloring. The cool thing is that the color of the hair is just black, so it's gonna be really easy to just fill in. Okay, let me read the comments though. Haven't been reading them for a while. So we left it at Mr. Skin said, "Is it true that Dib met Ni, Johnny, in an alternate universe? Maybe because there's Ni monster in the monster universe. That's true. Or because most of the monsters were based on the people Dib met. Could be. It's fact that Invader Zim and Johnny the Homicidal Maniac are in the same universe. That explains a lot. That freaking sound jump scared me more than FNAF. You mean the... yeah, I'm sorry. I think I'm going to bring down the entirety of the volume in the... Oh, is that my microphone? Okay. I just realized that I lowered the volume of my microphone and not the desktop. That's what I had intended to do before. So now... Yeah, I'm dumb. That's what I was getting at. Okay, sorry people for the bad audio for a couple seconds there. Seconds? Minutes. Come on. Everything black. Okay, let's see. Yep, looks okay. So now I had animated the eyes and the hair thingy in separate layers, so now I can do those as well. Let's go with the eyes first, I think. Top, no, node view. Yeah, there you go, eyes. So, blicky, blicky. Bricky, bricky. Bricky, bricky. Yeah, the eyes were really easy to color. I had no issues with them. Went smooth. And now we're gonna color the pupils. So now the pupils color is brown, which I have it right here. Blicky, 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 blicky. 2 more frames to go, and I'm done with the dib's eyes, and finally the hair. Also going to be very easy. I just need to go to the hair thingy, color section, and start coloring with the bucket tool. I love animation, it's so much fun. And oh, I was missing one more eyes coloring. So let's get that done. Oop, something happened there. Oh, way better. Okay, we are finished with the coloring of these 2 kits. Let me watch them again, rendered. Whenever they're rendered, they look way better. Well, people in Japan call that an aoge. It roughly translates to idiot hair. Oh, I didn't know that was a name. Also, I didn't know it was considered the hair of idiots. Okay. They look fairly okay. They're gonna look better with some shading and also the typical thick lines that Jonan Vasquez cartoons have. So let me add the thick lines and maybe some drop shadows at least for now. And blip, blip, blip. So I need the matte blur and the matte resize to create the thicker outlines. I always do it the same way. Just create a matte blur that's color black and then resize it a little bit bigger, like a 0.6 or something like that. So now this is what Torque looks with a thicker outline. And I'm gonna give Dib the same treatment. Let's bring it here and just add the same thing to him. And there you go. Now they both have thicker lines. The other trick that I use a lot is the drop shadow for the head. Although I think I'm not gonna do any shading for now, because honestly, the more shading you do, the more work you gotta do. So no, I'm not gonna do that. Let me watch them with the thick lines and then start coloring the kid in the front. Let's see. Yeah, they look reasonably okay. So for people who just joined in the YouTube live, we had another kid in the front who's gonna walk while picking his nose in front of them. So that's the one that I'm missing, and I only have to color him though, so it's also going to be quite quick. How many layers does he have? He only has one layer, so he's just one drawing. So that's gonna make the coloring process way easier. I'm gonna create a new palette called Booger Boy. And Booger Boy is going to have a few colors, like the skin, the eyes, the shirt 1 and shirt 2, and I'm done. Shirt 1 and shirt 2. And now since this is an original character, it's not a character from the show, I can just color him however I want. So I want to make him kind of peachy, but not very pale. Maybe give him some saturation like this. For the eyes, I want them to be bluish, like dark gray blue. And shirt 1, kids are gross. The ones in Invader Zim are, at least. And color for the shirt, I'm gonna go green, like really dark green. And the secondary color is going to be also dark green, but maybe a bit more saturated. I don't know, I'm just gonna try stuff. So let's start the coloring process. This. Yeah, maybe these colors are not good. I can always change them later. Oh no, I made a mistake. This should be connecting with that, or whatever. And the skin tone comes here, 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 here. Oh, I also need some for the teeth. Teeth are going to be a little bit whiter. I'm gonna make them actually kind of yellowish, though. Yellowish, but not much. And here for the teeth, and then for the back of the mouth, just go black, just go simple. For the eyes, I'm going to use this one, and for the other shirt colors, this one, right? Do I like these colors for the shirt? I don't love them, so I'm going to change them. I think dark green was too much. Maybe make it like less saturated and less dark. And now the other colors, I'm going to change it to something that's lighter. There you go. That is reasonable. And now he doesn't have any pupils or anything. So that makes him look kind of terrifying. And just the same thing I did with the other two kids, I'm gonna add some filter to make it look like he has really thick outlines. Like this, and like Chebola. And since he's in the front of the screen, then maybe I can make the lines even thicker. There you go, or even thicker than that, 1.3. Yeah, that's quite thick. And let's see how it looks if I render it. Yep. Oh, shoot. Oh, yeah, I forgot he has more than one frame. I'm such a dumbass. Yeah, no, it's looking terrifying. But I forgot that he has more than one frame, so I cannot just color one frame and be like, I'm done. Gotta color him a couple times more. Okay. Oh, here's actually one mistake I made before in the cleanup part. It was that it has one line here. Okay. I hope that doesn't happen again, otherwise it's going to be really annoying. Coloring the shirt again. Nope, not there. Skin here, here, here. eyes here, dark for the back of the mouth, teeth are yellowish, and the shirt is this one. Come on. Here, here, here. Skin. Same thing with this guy. And this guy. And this guy. And then fortunately it's just gonna loop back again. So no need to keep coloring stuff anymore. Let's just finish each one of those frames. For the eyes, this guy. For the shirt, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and that guy. Nope. So yeah. It's being quite productive. A quite productive live stream. Here, shirt here, here, here. And I don't know, dude, you've been kind of silent today. I've had people talk a lot more other days. I mean, the last thing we were talking about was Johnny the Homicidal Maniac, right? I don't know, kind of like the conversation stopped there. Let's render it again. And I think I've already finished this scene except for the shading. And as I said before, the shading, I want to do it on my own time. Because it's a really boring process. Also, it's a process that I don't even fully understand, really. So let's see what it looks like so far. Yep. That is Invader Zim, alright. Although Dib is looking kind of pale. I don't know if it's because we're missing a background. And maybe his colors work well with backgrounds, but he's looking kind of sickly there. Let me see with a background. Even though it's sketchy, though. Nah, actually, I think with the background he's going to look more like we usually remember him. Okay. Save the file. I'm going to export it so I can see it in After Effects. And move on to the next thing, I guess. Calamari. Calavera. Yeah, I also like calamari. Oh, we got another person joining? Oh, yeah. The people that joined today were, meanwhile, something, Victoria, and Victoria. Are there two Victorias here? I don't know if this is the same person or maybe I'm just confused. Yeah, maybe I'm just confused because Victoria waving. Okay, I'm done. Kind of quiet because I'm working on something. Oh, okay. No, it's good. I was just wondering. But yeah, no. I like to know that you guys are also working on your own thing. So that's always really cool. Shame said, "Is it possible the random people on YouTube think most web searching is not helpful?" What? Is it possible that random people on YouTube think most web searching is not helpful? I think I think people think that web searching is pretty based. It's pretty cool. And Ronnie says, "Meanwhile, something is me." So she's working on you. Is she working on your hair or something? Could be. Could be the case. That's fair enough. No. If you're working on stuff, I don't want to interrupt you. It's already really cool of you guys to be listening to me anyway. I like it. But okay, so I'm already finished with this animation. I don't know what I'm going to do for this shading, so let's just move on to something else. So I think I have another scene that is the final one. Let's see what I've got prepared for today. Scene 4 was Zim walking. Scene 5 is Dib talking to the guy, and scene 6 has basically no animation, so I think I'm going to work on this one. Just working on a drawing. Cool. Yeah, that's good. So now this shot is just a kid laughing, like in a very dark way with the ball in his hand, knowing that he's going to attack Zim. So I don't know what motions to add to this one. Maybe this is going to be like a panel of him just being like mischievous or something. I mean, let's watch it over here. Let's see how it looks. By the way, I gotta reload this guy. There you go. So now we have it with colors. So this would be the whole thing, right? The kids are walking, running. Monster Kid, Rose Kid, Zim walking, and then they're telling the guy to throw the ball, and he's like, yeah. Okay. So the composition of scenes is already noticeably okay, but I'm missing the important ones, really. This one, for example, is going to be Dib talking to the kid, and I don't know exactly what to animate. Maybe like a close-up of the hand and the mouth moving. And for example, for this one, I think the kid could be perfectly still, like not even moving. Dib, on the other hand, would have to move the jaw, the inferior jaw and the mouth, the lips. And maybe I would keep him as well static. That would make my life easier, but it would also mean that the animation would look way more boring. And the last one, alright. Yeah, because right now I'm also figuring out exactly how much effort to put into each frame. So no, you know what we can do? We can also animate Zim. Because the body's already moving around, so maybe I can animate the face. That could be fun. Okay. I know what we're going to do. We're not going to animate this one because the one I'm showing right now on the harmony is really just it's just a panel. Panels are fine, but they're not animations. So let's go back to the original one, which was Zim walking. Oop, yeah. So Zim walking, it was, I needed to add the in-between frames for the legs, but that's kind of boring. I mean, it's already looking kind of okay, but I'm missing in between still. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to animate the face. That's going to be more fun for you guys to watch me do. So for the head, I have got the layer of the eye and the layer of the head itself. We got another new person on Discord. Jesus, so many people today on Discord. I love it. Swazi. I think I've seen Swazi before here on YouTube, and maybe even on Twitter. I remember that name from somewhere, but I'm not exactly sure. So let's talk to Swazi for a second. Hi, Swazi. Welcome to the server. So we're gonna have a lot of people in the server. If we get like 2 or 3 new people per stream on the server, I think that after a couple months, we're gonna have a lot of new friends, which is gonna be fun. Oh, Mr. Skin's already being creepy or scary with the clown. What's the name of the guy? Pennywise, right? Pennywise from It. Nice. Yeah. The Discord is gonna be a lot more fun with more people. But remember, Miss Dead Guy already told me officially yesterday that she was volunteering to become a mod on the server if we got more people. So I'm keeping you up to your word. You're gonna be the mod. Because if we have more than, let's say, 25 people, then we need some moderators. Right now we have like 9 or 10 maybe. So right now it's pretty easy to be chill. Yeah. Mr. Guy's gonna be one of the mods. Let's see. Although Mr. Skin's like something, right? Mr. Skin also has like a big role, or was it? I don't remember. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Mr. Skin kind of is a mod because I think Mr. Skin already has the permit to kick out people, and I don't even know if he used it once. Yeah, because we got a bot. Yeah, that's why we got a bot, and it was like, yeah, I'm gonna give you some powers, Mr. Skin. So he can also kick out bots. But yeah, we're gonna figure that out later though. For now, I'm gonna keep zimming away. So now, as I said before, I want to animate Zim's head. So let's get rid of this guy. Ooh, actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep this one. So I want to also draw that face in a vector form, and then I want to in between it, essentially. Okay, Drew's gonna head out. That's okay, perfect. Drew, have fun or have a good day, and we'll see you later in the Discord anyway. So we're still talking there and sharing silly stuff. Later, Drew. Bye. So let's add a new. Oops, no, not here. Let's add a new head for the Zimster right here. And let's get rid of the eye because it's confusing. And now let's just trace this guy. Trace the original drawing. 1.5. Dune. Come on. Dune. And cut the extra linings. And Mr. Skin has an emoji. Oh, we have a bunch of emojis. I didn't know we have so many. Okay, that's a good shape for Zim's head. Let's also do the toupee. And get rid of the excess lines. Yeah, it looks okay. Okay. Okay, I think that looks pretty reasonably okay. And let's add also the toupee shine. I said I was going to do it with the color red to animate highlights as well, so I don't have to worry about that later on in a crazy shading phase. This guy over here, this guy over there, here, 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 here. Okay. And now, oh shoot, did I draw all of this in the color section though? Yes, I did. Wrong. It should be in the line work section. Okay. Way better. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna get rid of the raster version of the head. Oh, I also have to do the eyes. Oh, come on. All those clicking and swiping sound like Morse code, yeah. Whenever I start like typing, I do it hard. It's true. Well, I'm sorry about that. I should put maybe my keyboard further away from the mic. But it's true that it's sounds very hard. Okay, let's see. Let's bring this guy over here. Bring it here. Maybe tilt it a little bit more. Copy it again. Paste it over there. Who is Roscoe Herring? Okay. This guy here, here. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe even a little bit higher. Now, oop, not red. It's got to be black. Black color. Yeah, something like that. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. And this as well. And now let's copy the pupils so I don't have to redraw them. Redrawing pupils is kind of annoying. You can just bring it over here. Oh, it's gonna look weird actually. No, I regret having done it that way. It's not working. So let's just recolor them again or redraw them again. Way better. And here, 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 here. And I'm also going to need one of these ellipse tools to get rid of that. Although it's too thick, let's go thinner. Way better. So yeah, for the newcomers that are watching me animate for the first time, you can realize how much work animation is by looking at this. It's crazy amount of work. I've been animating for how long? For maybe an hour and a half, right? No, maybe 2 hours. Okay, I've been animating for 2 hours. And I've only finished coloring a few things and animating part of a 5 second, no, not 5 second, a 2 second animation. There's very little results in a lot of time. But whatever, it is fun. The animation is going to look amazing. Thank you, Mr. Skin. Yeah, it's even going to look better because I'm working with other people that are also working on their stuff. So I agree. The whole thing is going to look amazing. Ooh, that looks great. I wasn't expecting this to look so good. So now what I gotta do is I gotta bring in the onion skin and put this head in the same place as that head. Because I'm gonna just use a peg tool, which is kind of cheating, but it's also a smart way to work. So let's bring this guy here, and let's do the same thing for the eyes, although this guy should be a little bit higher. Let me bring this guy a little bit higher over here. And then the eyes, that way we have the toupee in the same section or same height. Then the eyes, I'm gonna bring them right here. How does that look? It looks okay. It looked a little bit better positioned before, so let me try to put it in the same place as before. Nope, it should be lower. And a little bit more to the right. Yeah, those are two great keyframes, honestly. Ms. That Guy said something. She said, how many seconds do you have to animate? I don't remember if she said it. Yeah, I have to animate a total of 11 seconds. But for 11 seconds, I'm doing 6 shots, which is kind of crazy. It should have been more like 3. But I don't know. I kind of went with my idea of what the scene looked like. And it looked like it had 6 shots, in my brain at least. But whatevs. Okay, so now we're going to... Am I going to animate the mouth separately or with the head? I think I'm going to animate it with the head. Otherwise, another layer for the mouth would be kind of silly. Oh! I just came out with the mouth right now, and I like it a lot. With kind of almost an accident. But it looks pretty cool. I think I'm going to try to do it again a little bit better. But I like the idea. Like this. Like this. Make it a little bit edgier. And I can get rid of the previous one. Oh yeah, I like it. It doesn't look like a TV show 100%, but I can be a little bit original and do things that they wouldn't do on the show. And this mouth shape, I like it. He looks like pissed. And then we have one more over here. What I'm gonna do is, because then he goes back to the original position, but he looks grumpier. So I'm just gonna do that by copying really the same shape as in the first drawing. And I'm just going to change the shape of the eye really. Here. Eyes, get rid of them. Oops, no. Make a new drawing. Not get rid of them. It's too dramatic. Paste it here and add the frowning eyebrow. Like this. And maybe a little bit more of this. Yep. Get rid of this, that, and this. Yep, I like it. And maybe even add a little bit more of the, like anger wrinkle. So now the head would go like, looks back and looks front again. I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with those 2 keyframes. So now we gotta add the in-betweens. So now for the first one, let's do an in-between here. And here. And then I'm gonna do the in-betweens of the in-betweens, which is usually my system. It usually doesn't fail. Usually ends up giving good results. Oops, messed it up by the end. Let's do it like this. And now let's bring in a line from all the way up here. Getting rid of these and that. The animation looks good so far. Thank you, Victoria. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think it's gonna look good in the end. But, now we just gotta be patient for me to make all the in-betweens and all the stuff. But really, the main decisions have already been made. So that's really the hard part, when you have to decide what to use as keyframes. Once you have the keyframes ready, it's just a matter of time and patience. Probably more patience than anything. This goes here, this goes there. And now these lines would be kind of like this and like that. Now I gotta kind of get rid of the onion skin to make sure that it's looking okay. Although the hair should come all the way over here. So now this line has to come all the way over here. Oh nope. Okay. Let's check it out. So that's just the outline essentially, right? Yeah, I'm still missing the inlines of the hair. No more extra lines? Perfect. Oh, there's one over here. So now let's keep in betweening the hair over here. Boom, 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 boom. There you go. Nice. And for this one, kind of like this. Like that. And now we go from all the way over here, although I'm not actually sure where to start here. Maybe the head needs a little bit more volume on this side over here. Maybe, right? Because it does go really quick from here to here in this line over here. So I think this one is actually kind of meant to be thicker part of the head. Yeah, I feel like it should be all the way over here. This one all the way over here. So I made a mistake before. Maybe I confused some of the inlines with the outlines. That would be a good explanation of what happened. The problem is I now have a huge amount of excess line work. And actually this one also should come up here. Oof, so many mistakes. I think I finally got it. Let's see. Yeah, it makes more sense now. Still don't love it, but I am working on a deadline, so I'm gonna just keep moving. So now this line comes all the way over here, so this one's unusable. No. I think I got a better one. This dot should be more in the middle. It's way too close to the red one, so it's wrong. Maybe there, but now this part of the line is too close to the other thing. I'm just gonna use the pulled string. Let's cheat a little bit our way out of this problem. Yeah. Oh, again, the same problem, dude. Okay, now I got it. Finally. I think this is the right one. Yeah, this one's gonna work perfectly, and now I gotta go from here to here, and from here to the other side of the head, and I think I'm gonna be done with this one. Finally, that was an annoying frame to draw. I hope the next one is not as annoying. And let's clean it up a little bit. Oops, mistake. And let's see what it looks like. Dun, 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 dun. It's reasonably okay. Although this line over here, I feel like it should be a little bit, give it a little bit more room. Let's see. This line is kind of like, it has too much of a concave curve, but it's more like convex. Okay, let's fix that then as well. Maybe like that. Yeah, that's way better. It was going like too like inside the skull. It was like he had a bit of a hole there. Now it looks just a little bit better. Could still be improved, but I'd rather just move on. I'm just missing one bit of hair right here, which would kind of be like this and like this, I think. Yeah. That one is okay. And now we're just missing the mouth. So the mouth is going to be like this and like this. Yeah, that mouth is working fine. Ooh, and one more thing that I'm missing before I move on to the eyes is the highlight that I'm also animating at the same time. So we got in between this guy right here. Come on, no pull string, no pull string. Like this, maybe. Like that. Like this. And like that. think so. Let's clean it up. Let's see what it looks like when it moves. Yeah, it's reasonably okay. And when I add an in-between to the in-between, it's going to look very smooth. Or that's the plan, at least. Now let's just add a little bit more for the eyes. So let's go to the other layer, which is the eye layer, and copy the thingy. Here it's going to move from here to here. And now the pupil, I don't know if I'm going to keep it, or I'm just going to... Let me see. Yeah, it looks fine. Looking better. Now this eye is going to pop out of nowhere. So we gotta... What I'm going to do is I'm going to copy just the circle of the eye. I'm going to bring it here. I'm going to make it really skinny, really thin. So it seems like it's just appearing. Maybe make it even shorter as well. From here, let me see what it would look like solo. Yeah, it's got to be way higher. Maybe over here. Zim. That's got to be a bit lower though. Okay, let's copy one of these. Paste it, maybe. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Oh, maybe I can skew it. Yeah, I don't know if that helps. It really doesn't. Nah, I hate that. Just gonna draw a new one. It's gotta be black. I've gone silent for quite a while, haven't I? That's because I'm focusing really hard on these lines right now. I don't know what I'm doing 100%, so that makes it really hard to animate while talking. Usually when I'm talking is when I feel very confident in what I'm doing and I'm like, yeah, this is so obvious to me that I can talk. But when I'm really unsure, this is what's gonna happen. That I'm gonna be quiet and I'm gonna be very insecure of what I'm doing. So, hey. Let's see. I don't love that pupil. It doesn't look that good. Not really. But deadline. So let's keep going. So now for this one, I'm gonna have the eyebrow starting to make him like make that frowny face. And in fact, I think it should be a little bit more to the left, just a little bit more here. But yeah. So if it's already there, then here it's gonna be like up here. And here it's going to be like this. That way I can cut this part of the eye, this part of the eye, and a little bit more of this. And let's see. He goes from yeah, he looks angry. So what are people saying? The animation looks good so far. That's hand signals. Zim, square pupils. Yeah, square pupils. Yeah, the characters in Invader Zim have mostly square pupils. Some of them have circle ones, I think, but most of them are square. The fax. Oh no, it's a cat. I thought it was a fax machine. It's a cat in the box. Mr. Skin says Silent King. Am I the Silent King? I thought it was just the Short King. But if I'm the Silent Short King, that would be amazing. Since yesterday's VC, I figured you were just focusing. Yeah, because you already spoke to me like... Yeah, because yesterday I stopped speaking for half an hour and I was like really focusing on Freya because there's one character that I draw on my pilot that I'm not that good at drawing. So when I'm drawing her, I'm gonna be very quiet and maybe like... So the shape of the face is angular here or stuff like that. But yeah. If I'm silent, it's because I'm really focusing. Yeah, okay, now that I have these good... Because this would be a keyframe. This would be the second keyframe. And this, the one that I just drew right now, would be a breakdown. And breakdowns are kind of hard to draw. Now the in-betweens, the actual in-betweens are going to be really easy in comparison. Or I hope so. Yeah, okay, that's looking good. By the way, I think I'm also going to start the peg of the head. Because now, wait a minute, is the body fully animated? Yes, the body is fully animated. So I mean the torso, not the body, the torso. So I can already start using the peg to move around the eye and the head on top of that. So let's do that. So I add a keyframe and I'm literally just in betweening from one position to the next one. So this would be another keyframe, so I'm gonna move the head which by the way should move the pivot point to the base of it here. And since I'm moving from here to here, I'm just gonna move the head from here to here. And I gotta probably copy some in between, some keyframes. Okay, that looks kinda so I can add extra keyframes anyway. So let's see what it looks like. Go from here to here. That is reasonable. So I'm just gonna first work on the actual keyframes, and then I'm going to move everything properly. So maybe bring this guy here to here. And this one should be the same one as this one. And then we go from here to here. So we bring in the head a little bit higher. I gotta cut this base, it's too pointy. It's too pointy, it's not good. Let's get from here to here. And then we gotta make a new position here. So let's bring the guy all the way over there. And now from here to here, copy, then from here to here, tween. Tweening is not cool in general, but I think that for this kind of animation I'm doing right now, it's perfectly acceptable. Let's copy this guy here and here, move him around back to the place of origin, and now here to here. And I think that's the last position of the drawing cell. So now we have a fully functional head of Zim, and I can just animate it on a separate place anyway. Yeah, looking okay. Let me do it again. Yeah, it's kind of buggy, but I can fix that. The positions are not perfect, but they're kind of okay. Now let's look at it with the legs actually. Even though the legs are not finished either, I think the legs gonna really sell the idea. Come on. Let's see. Yeah. Except for a couple shots where the head's looking a bit bouncy, I think it looks pretty convincing. Yeah, nothing. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. I think I'm gonna work first on the positions and then on the actual drawings, because for example here the head kind of goes a little bit too low, so maybe we gotta make sure that it's a bit higher here. Yeah, otherwise it's gonna be too bouncy. Oh, and then from here it should remain the same height as here. Oh, you saw that? It kind of like went out of the place. So we got to create a new keyframe to make sure that it doesn't do that anymore. Let's bring it a little bit more back. So now it looks a little bit more precise. Because that's the thing about tweening. Tweening means that the computer is just guessing what you want. And guessing what we want, it's not good because the computer doesn't really know what it wants. It's guessing. See here as well, this one is also pretty bad. So I'm just going to do it myself. Like this. This one's fine. This one's when he starts moving, and this one I have an issue because the actual drawing itself is kind of like too pointy in the end. So maybe we can fix that already now by just getting rid of the pointiness with the cutter. So I think this is gonna help a lot. So now, see, now that's a better transition. But now, oof, that is super bad tweening. Yeah, tweening is the worst thing ever. That's why you gotta do it yourself. Never trust the computers. Computers don't know what they're doing. Not really. I mean, half the time, neither do I, but whatever. At least they are my own mistakes, not the computer's mistakes. Jesus Christ, this is terrible tweening. Ugh, this is why it looks so, like, jumpy. Awful, awful tweening. Let's bring this guy over here. Let's see. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And there's another position there that's awful. Let's fix that one as well. And now it looks almost perfect, except there was another. Oh, damn, tweener. Really don't know how to animate. Okay, it's a little bit better. I think I probably fixed the positions, and now all I gotta do is actually draw the in-between frames of the head rotation. Let's see how it looks. Yeah. Now that looks way better regarding the position of the head. But we gotta tween. Without tweening, it's gonna look too snappy. Although Invader Zim is a very snappy TV show, so I'm gonna watch it one more time, because the thing is that Invader Zim is a show with very snappy style. So maybe just one frame to rotate a head could be a good thing. So let me make sure that I'm not mistaken. You know what? I think I'm gonna leave it like that, because it's true that they don't really focus on making the motion fluid and slow in Zim. They're very like plaff, 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 like snappy. That's the term, snappy. So maybe I should leave it and just make one more in between from here to here, which in fact would be the same as the one that I already had before, but a little bit different though. So we add this guy here and this guy here, and it goes from here to angry. So now this one would be a new drawing, really. Just gonna copy it, and this one as well, to make it a little bit more angry. And let's get rid of this line, this line, this line, this line, and boom, he goes to anger. This could actually be good. One more time. Let's play one more time, then I'm gonna read the chat in case I forgot to read what you guys are saying. I like there being feedback. What the okay, again. Okay. I like how it's looking. I just gotta fix the legs. And then add the arm, and I think I'm gonna be done with this one really quick. Okay, what are people saying? Oh, no, they didn't say much. Mr. Skin says, I used to do a lot of tweening with my animations. Yeah, because like, it helps a lot. But the problem is what I just said right now. When you want to tween from one place to the other, sometimes the middle frames are not exactly what you expected them to be. No, but tweening has huge advantages. Like, if it wasn't for tweening, half of Newgrounds wouldn't be able to make their animations. And myself, I have a lot of tweening in other projects, but you know, as I've gained more experience animating, I've realized that usually, even if you're just moving a drawing around, it's always better to move it yourself. Like what I just did. I tweened it, and then I fixed the middle frames. So it's still tweened a little bit, or it's like a puppet moving around. But if you choose each position, it's always going to look a bit more like planned or better. The computer is just saying like this is in the middle of this and that. So sometimes they miss the mark and it looks boring, or it looks tweened. Like that's a term that people use in animation. It looks tweened. It's never a compliment. Not usually. Not saying that tweening is the worst, but I don't know. I try to avoid that look. And I still do it anyway. I've tweened very recently a couple things as well. And I just tweened this, but this is a reasonable tween what I'm doing here. This is not... I mean, I tween and fix. Tween and fix. Tweening and fixing is fine. Alright, so let's finish the legs, right? Unfortunately, we gotta finish the legs. I also don't want to do it, but we gotta. So, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. So, what legs are we missing? We're missing a lot of legs, actually. It's not even just a couple of them. We're missing one here and here. So, let's do it. So, for example, this one comes from here to here to here to here. But this is what happened before. Before I was like, I'm gonna stop tweening, or tweening the legs, not tweening, in betweening the legs because it was boring. And we're back at it, so maybe I'm not gonna do that anymore. Let me just draw this one because I'm already started. But it's true that this was a very boring process before. And I don't want to bore you guys. Or maybe that means that this is the end of the stream, unfortunately, guys. These streams always end. and it might be the moment for that to happen. Although this like looks kind of funky, not even in a good way. No, that looks good. That's the other one that I'm missing. So let's see. So in this frame, the back leg is on the left side, and here it's on the right side. So here would be like in the middle. Okay, no problem. Just gonna do it like this, and get rid of this, get rid of that, this, and this guy comes here, and blicka 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 blam. Yeah. So would you tween terribly or do another video like the Dr. Giggles animation? Exactly. No, I'm never gonna do like Dr. Giggles. I still tween, but I try to do it I'm not doing rig animation. I'm just using it as a crutch sometimes when something is too hard to like actually draw frame by frame, or especially if it's moving from one side to the other of the screen. But no, I avoid tweening always. Like I already said that I'm not going to be a rig puppeteer. That's not my profession or my career choice, which is a perfectly respectable one, but it's just not the one that I'm making. I'm doing frame by frame. But as I said before, I do use tween as a crutch every once in a while, which is what I just did right now for Zim's head, by the way. So I cannot be the first one to cast a stone regarding tweening. Other people can do that, but I can't because I still use it. But I will never like it. Let's see, this guy goes here, this guy goes there, this guy goes here, this guy comes here. Yeah, I just want to finish this in-betweening for this motion. And then I'm either going to do something else or I'm just going to stop the stream altogether. Because the problem with streaming is that it is also kind of supposed to be entertaining. And the leg process gets really boring really quick. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, that one's a good in-between. Dr. Giggle's rig puppet animation was top tier. No, it was terrible. Even for tweening, it was really bad. Like, I already don't like tweening, and if you do a bad job at it, it looks terrible. So mine looked terrible. Like, it looked really bad. Because I already said a couple examples of good tweening, like Star versus the Forces of Evil. Even Rick and Morty. Rick and Morty has good tweening, honestly. Like, the rig puppets are pretty intricate. And they don't only rely on tweening, they also do a lot of like vector adjustments to their stuff. So tweening is not necessarily bad, but it's definitely bad if you're lazy about it or you don't know how to do it properly. And it's not that I'm lazy, but I definitely don't know how to do it well. I haven't practiced enough in that art form. But no. Star versus the Forces of Evil is enough proof that tweening is perfectly fine. It's a perfectly viable way to make a TV show. I haven't even paid attention to that show much, but whenever I see the animation, I go like, whoa, that's neat. But look at this. I'm not even finished, and I think this already looks pretty good. Because I'm drawing each frame. Even if you're a bad artist, I think that if you do frame by frame, it's always going to look more interesting. I mean, I have my issues with my frame by frames, like, skills, still. I have a lot of issues. But, I don't know. My opinion stands still, like, frame by frame looks interesting, at least. Even if it's bad, it looks interesting. You think the streams are entertaining, you learn stuff. Yeah, I mean, you learn whatever I know, which is not a lot, but I think that everybody has something to say. I think that everybody could be a streamer, potentially, because of that. Because everybody you speak to, like, for example, yesterday we learned stuff from Drew, we learned stuff from you, and we even learned something by T-Creep, that it was that Nando's was a South African restaurant that they had in the UK, and it was tasty. So yeah. That is probably a good aspect of my streams. That whatever knowledge I have accumulated in the past year and a half, I can share it with people. But yeah. Don't pay attention to me as if I know a lot, because there's probably a lot of people who know more about what I'm saying. But yeah. I like sharing whatever little things I've learned along the way, but I still have a lot to learn myself. Oh, let's see. I said I wasn't going to tween the legs, but I've already between a couple frames. And it doesn't look like I'm stopping, so maybe one more. Maybe one more set of legs, and I'm done with the legs. This would go like this, and now the boot would be in the middle, like this, like that, like this, like that. Tweeting King. Tweeting or tweening. Because tweeting, yeah, yeah, there you go. I'm the Tweeting King and the Tweeting King. Yeah, people love me on Twitter. I have like 300 followers, which is really cool. It's a cool number. The problem with Twitter is that I always follow cool animators and they never post stuff. I think people don't actually use Twitter. I think I'm the only one using Twitter. All right. Okay, so now it's the time to make the decision if I either continue streaming or not. But these legs are looking good so far. Come on, these are good legs. Yeah, I think it's time to end the stream, so that way I can take a break. You guys can get back to whatever you were doing, either if you're already working on them. And the good thing is that we got new members of the Discord server, so it was definitely a fruitful live stream. So that's going to be the end of this one, and I'll see you later on Discord and in the next live stream. This is probably going to be next week, next Saturday. All right, guys. So you have a good one, and see you later. Bye.